Nick, against LSU, obviously not your best game. And then against Texas A&M, one of your best games. What happens in a week to allow for that to happen, to allow that kind of change?
You know, like I've said, multiple times over this past couple of years, you can't let one game beat you twice. And after a game, you watch the film, you try to learn as much as you can from it, and you move on from it. So, you don't think about the past. You don't think about anything that happened last game or what's going to happen next game. You just focus on what you're doing in the moment. And I think we had a really good plan, and we just went out there and executed it.
Just talk about what was working well the other night. Now that you had a chance to review it.
Obviously, I don't think we ran the ball as much as we did. We decided that as an offense, and Coach Morehead decided that we were going to throw the ball, be a lot more balanced throwing and running. He was going to be aggressive play calling, and it was going to work or it wasn't. And we went out there and I think we executed. I think throwing the ball to the perimeter, a lot of off coverage on the from the corners to number one receiver to the field. So we really took advantage of just access to the field, taking the hitches, the comebacks to the field, and then getting them on a couple double moves.
Steven and Osiris had big games the other night. What can some of those other guys, the other slot receivers, tight ends, what do they have to do to get more involved in the passing game?
I think it all kind of just comes down to what we're trying to attack as an offense, and what the game plan, kind of is designed to do. We have plenty of plays that are designed to get the slots the ball, and they do get it. A lot of crossing routes and that kind of thing, but I mean, most teams we play aren't just going to line up and cover three and just let you run the seams. So I think it just comes down to maybe they won't be my first read, so maybe they're my second read, and if the first read isn't open, boom, I turn back and they're there, which we've had a lot of success doing, throwing over the middle to those kind of guys. So I think you'll see continuing that, and maybe some deep shots if we get man-to-man on the slot and can maybe throw like an inside fade or something like that.
Coach Gessie talked about winning 50-50 balls. They've been a focus in summer and preseason. The other night was the first time it really saw on the field. How rewarding was that?
It's huge. It's huge. It just shows that just because something didn't work, at first we kept working on it. We kept improving. Me and the receivers, we never got down on it. Neither one of us doubted the other, and we went out there and I gave them a chance, and they went up and made the play. So just got to keep that going, I guess. They're not going to win every 50-50 ball. That's not reasonable, but they went out there and made some plays, which was great to see.
Is that the best touch you put on a ball in a while?
I guess you could say that, yeah.
What sort of clicked on third down the other night? Was there anything in particular that was working for you guys?
Well, we knew that they had kind of a crazy blitz, kind of package that they brought in, all kind of different looks, bringing it from all kind of different angles. So we really just kind of max protected and had three guys running routes, and we knew that either they were going to be manned up on us or we were going to attack the zones with our I guess our combinations. So had enough time to throw the ball, and guys got open.
Coach Morehead had talked about that he was trying to not necessarily simplify things, but he wanted you to make a read and do what you do well. Do you think it kind of in retrospect, maybe for a couple weeks, not just you, but Coach Morehead, everyone involved in the offense was just kind of thinking too much, just wanting perfection all the time? I mean, what was that process like?
Obviously, I can't speak for anyone else and what they're feeling. But personally for me, I think that I was going out there and just kind of overanalyze and overthinking things, and that got me to think one thing when there's the exact opposite that I need to be doing, or I'd see it, and for some reason I would think it's something else and work the wrong side of the field. So it really just comes down to trusting my gut, trusting how well our quarterback coach, Coach Bryner, and Coach Moore have prepared us throughout the week, and just going out there and playing.
Now that you're 8 games into this, I guess, learning the new offense, what's been the biggest adjustment?
Definitely RPOs. Just the way that we look at them compared to the past 4 years I've been here is just just different philosophies and that kind of thing. So just trying to get your grasp on that, and kind of learning when to take access throws, when not to, and that sort of thing.
Do you feel like you've become more comfortable over time now since the new offense and kind of getting this experience up to this point?
Absolutely. Obviously I didn't get to have physical reps during the spring, other than standing there throwing the ball around a little bit. So I didn't really get to physically do what I needed to do, and physically just go out there and play the game. So I kind of had a lot of catching up to do, but over Time I've had a lot of reps, had a lot of plays, and with more reps, you're going to get more experience and more comfortable with it.
And do you notice teammates also becoming seemingly more comfortable up to this point as well?
Absolutely. Everyone out there does their work. Everyone out there goes over things multiple times a day. Everybody watches film. Everybody looks at their cut-ups. Everybody looks at the playbook. So the more we look at it and the more we run it, we'll figure out kind of what things work, where exactly a receiver needs to be on a route, or where I need to put the ball.
So would you say then that maybe that's contributing to the success that you had last game, and that maybe we can see in the future?
Absolutely. Normally, as a team goes, you want to start here, and just kind of gradually work your way up. And I think that's what we've done. Obviously had a few hiccups along the way, but we learned from them, moved on, and we use them just to kind of get better.
How have you seen Coach Morehead, I don't know, just progress over these last 4 weeks? At times people have called him the dumbest man in the world, and sometimes he's the smartest guy in the world, and that can all happen in like 3 days. I mean, how has he handled it, and how, because you get some of that too, like how has that relationship kind of grown?
He's a grown man. He has thick skin. I don't think he really cares about what the outside world really thinks. He has confidence in himself, confidence in his play calling, and confidence in coaches and players here. I don't really think that whatever the outside world is saying is really affecting him. As for the rest of the team, myself, I try to think of the same way. What some 40-year-old dude saying on Twitter about me really doesn't affect my day. It's not going to ruin my day or make my day. So focus on what we need to focus on, which is what happens inside the walls of this facility, and just keep going.
As easy as it was for you to sort of look past what happened at LSU, how hard or is it easy to look what you did last week and sort of take that into the next game?
Yeah. So one big thing is you want to stack success on top of each other. So you had a good game last week. Obviously, it's a new week, it's a new defense. You got to go make plays, but you want to get better from that. You want to stack the successes, meaning if I went 14 to 22, maybe go 15 to 22, or just something like that. You're improving a little bit every week, but like I said, whatever happened on Saturday isn't going to affect whatever happens next Saturday.
When you came to the line for that last touchdown, is that a play where you're sitting there, you read the defense, and you think this is going to be a big game?
So right before we went out there, Coach Morehead called it. We knew what defense they were going to be in, and he looked at me and said, house it. And I said, okay, I will. And so it ended up happening. Got to the sideline, really pumped up about it, and that kind of thing. But it was just kind of I guess a QB counter, I guess you could say, just a fake flash from the running back going across and down block and pull, and no one left.
It was really similar to a play you scored on as a sophomore, right, against Texas A&M?
In a way, yeah.
Is that the new title of the play now, House It?
I don't think so. That'd be cool, though. If we have a play called House It, you better score every time.